What happened to the Viper at the defunct Six Flags Astroworld? Tune in on JB Archives to find out. So, before I begin, you might be wondering, what is Astroworld? Well, to sum it up, Astroworld is a theme park in Houston that was built in 1968 and later on became known as Six Flags Astroworld after Six Flags acquired the park. And yes, there was 3 Six Flagses in Texas. There was Fiesta Texas, Over Texas, and Astroworld, each in a major city in Texas. Fiesta Texas in San Antonio, Over Texas in Arlington, and Astroworld in Houston. Each of them not that far and perfect for hometown residents. This amazing park had many unique rides, such as Ultra Twister, Roaring Rapids, which is not as unique now, but it was unique back then, and of course, Viper. And Viper is the most unique of them all because now there's only one left in the world. Viper opened in 1981 and was created by famed German roller coaster engineer Schwarzkopf and was one of the most popular rides in the park. The cool thing about this ride was the tunnel. As soon as you go up the 80 feet drop, you go into this tunnel and it looks like nothing inside, but outside you have this painting of a dragon. And yes, a dragon because the artist didn't know it was themed to a snake, so painted a dragon instead. But that's Six Flags for you. The ride's max speed was 48 miles per hour. Pretty gentle, but it packed a punch. Its turns had ejector air time, and its loop was the most important part of the ride, which everyone enjoyed. The ride was pretty simple, but there was nothing like it in North America. Only a few of those models left in traveling fairs and in Frontier City. But then one day, everything changed.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. 37 years of Houston history have come to a close.
Six Flags Astroworld shut down for good this evening.
On the night of October 30, 2005, Six Flags Astroworld closed for good. The man behind this outrageous idea was Mayor Roy Hofheinz. He thought that the land that Six Flags Astroworld was sitting on was extremely valuable enough to close the park. The reason why was because of the parking lot problem for the Houston Reliant Stadium and Astroworld. They both shared the same parking lot for both venues, and when the Houston Reliant Stadium had something special, parking lot's full, and for Astroworld, same thing. And to avoid this problem, Roy Hofheinz thought it would be good to destroy the park itself and make money for Six Flags. So of course, Six Flags being Six Flags, trusted Hofheinz that they would make enough money. So they closed the park. And sadly, Viper was one of those rides to get closed. The man who created Astroworld was also responsible for killing it as well. And the most outrageous part was that the supposed money Six Flags was promised was never met, not even close. In fact, they even lost money from the closure of Six Flags Astroworld. This, of course, made Houston residents, coaster enthusiasts, and Six Flags mad at Mayor Roy Hofheinz for this terrible decision he created. And, of course, Six Flags removed him of CEO of Six Flags. I wish I could go back in time and slap him and say, don't even think of that, and let Astroworld stay. You know what? I'm just gonna get my DeLorean and just leave. So, in result, due to Mayor Hofheinz's bad decision, we will never get to see Viper or Astroworld ever again, and Texas will always remain with 2 theme parks. And the sad part is, most of the roller coasters got transferred, except for Viper. It was ended up being scrapped because it destroyed and got damaged on the way of shipping. But even though this unique ride will no longer be seen again, there's almost a mirror image of it located at Frontier City in Oklahoma. I've actually wrote it, and it's called Silver Bullet. The only difference is the tunnel is no longer located in the drop of the hill, but in the end. And this ride is extremely forceful, and I actually kind of love it, except that's kind of rough. But if you ever want to ride a copy or feel like you're riding Viper, just head over to Frontier City and try out the Silver Bullet. Also, Silver Bullet is the last remaining looping star in America. There's no other ride like it except for one in Africa. But unless you want to travel in a plane for a few hours, it's better if you just go to Oklahoma City to ride it. I personally love this ride, but it's a shame Viper, along with Astroworld, got destroyed.
Six Flags Astroworld is Texas' largest entertainment complex, with Texas' largest collection of unique world-class roller coasters, like Texas Cyclone, Ultra Twister, and Mayan Mindbender. There's huge water adventures like Tidal Wave and Thunder River.
Viper might be removed for good, but it will always be in one place where all defunct and destroyed coasters remain, the JB Archives. Thank you for watching.